Boyd said that the senseless killing of our young men is now a huge problem. During the wee hours of this morning, 2 young men were murdered in the vicinity of garage on Hanover Street. The kitchen would like to extend condolences to the families of the young men. The helper said that he wonders when the Nuisance Commissioner is going to smuggle Pothead Malik back into Dominica. Boyd said the Minister of National Insecurity, Whiteless, has failed to address the regular killing of our young men by other young men with any sense of urgency. When Dr Francis Severin warned us some years ago about the rise in criminal activities, he was ridiculed by members of this incompetent Labah Grabberment. She said that we are losing our young men arbitrarily, and the retaliations are even more worrisome. Yet the Labah Grabberment is silent. The helper said, but this Labah Grabberment will take over the burial of these murdered victims and still owe the funeral homes. Boyd said we are losing our young men in 2 ways, and that is not good for the family structure and population growth. Our young ambitious women are already not finding husbands. She said while our young men are killing each other, some are loving each other undercover. Some married men and gangstas are flying MiRiDOM's flag higher than those chronic coat fimel. The married men will not covet their wives but will go for other men to cover them. The helper said well, some young men will play gangsta in public but become a girly man's pumpsta in private. The chef said that the Labah state fate for Sauvage Bido Catholic Sylvani is real vexing issue. Dominicans cannot allow this violent raping of our treasury and constitution to continue. She said that Dr said that he loves the Kalinago people, but he continues to disrespect, use and abuse them. The helper said just how full of tricks Patrick continues to disrespect, use and abuse the young Kalinago girls. The chef said that the rapacious creature cannot love the Kalinago people when he continues to feed them with dust, when he allowed their late MP, Barry for the territory to be buried in a muddy grave. But he built an expensive tomb for cannot dress. She said that Dr cannot love the Kalinago people, when most of them are hungry, and he in keeping a lavish fate for unpopular Sylvani at the expense of the state. The helper said that Dr wants to continue swinging in Sauvage Bido Catholic Sylvani's hammock at the State House. The chef said that she heard some Kalinagos are planning to stand up against this savage insult and humiliation of their people. She said that Dr and his cabal should get a riotous lesson later today. The helper said that most of those Kalinago leaders are too nana, so that na go happen. You will never see that happen. The assistant chef said Labah capitalists are beginning to feel the heat from their own supporters. She said that Thursday evening Dr McIntyre was treated with reversed savagery at bar in Trafalgar. He tried to offer the people at the bar drinks, but they responded to him with uncompromised profanity. The helper said not how Dr McIntyre's brother calling feeds Lil Willie Tony with uncompromised dexterity. The assistant chef said that Dr McIntyre was told that his firking drinks were not needed and they want money and jobs. He was also told he is the firking Minister of Finance and that is how his grabberment have the firking country. And all Labah can do is buy drinks, but they don't want his rum. Dr McIntyre tried to offer money and the people at the bar were fuming. She said that Dr McIntyre never expected that vicious reception in his own constituency. The helper said Dr McIntyre Pwen Kui San Linnet. The assistant chef said that unpaid NEP workers tife their working tools from Deposi Town Council. 4 swipers and heads were stolen. She said to tell Mayor Darky Carey to tell her grabberment to pay the NEP workers, and she should stop defending tifing in high places. The helper said that he waiting to hear Newtown fellas hijack the mosquito pupa capitolant. Boyd said Dr is on Facebook boasting that the Windsor Park Fate Stadium and a venue for the 2024 ICC Cricket World Cup in the Caribbean. But Senator Oscar cannot tell us what happened to the $2.4 million given to Slowboat Watson for lighting up the Windsor Park. The helper said that he wants to know when the Nuisance Commissioner is going to arrest woman beater Jahasiah for tifing at the Newtown Fisheries Cooperative.